Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are going to be dyeing my hair Valentine's Day themed. I have never dyed my hair Valentine's Day themed, so this year I was just like really craving the colors of Valentine's Day, like pinks, cranberries, reds, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to dye my hair the theme of Valentine's Day. So here are the colors I have mixed up, you guys. Oh my gosh, they look so beautiful. I'm excited to put these on my hair. And again, my son is behind me, so just ignore him or don't ignore him and watch him the whole time because he's probably more entertaining than I am. So let me tell you what colors I used. I'm using all Lunar Tides today, which is exciting. I feel like I don't get to use brands that I love very often because I'm trying other brands for you guys. So when I'm able to just use something that I love, I normally go to like Lunar Tides, Manic Panic, Pulp Riot. So I'm excited to use all Lunar Tides today. I have so many hair dyes from them, so I'm gonna be able to use some today. I do have a coupon code with them. It is akaaislinnscott in case you guys wanna get any hair dye. If you love Lunar Tides like I do, make sure to save yourself some money. I will leave a link to Lunar Tides and my coupon code in the description down below in case you guys wanna shop any of the hair dye I'm using or any of the other hair dye they offer. So my plan is to do a gradient. At the top here, I'm gonna do like a light pink, darker pink, reddish pink, red into like a darker cranberry underneath. So I wanna just like, it's gonna be an ombre, but not an ombre like every single strand is gonna be ombre. It's gonna be like sections. So this top section will be light pink. This section right here will be like medium. This section right here. I just wanted to play around with all the layers I have in my hair. You guys know I recently cut my hair. And so I have like all of these fun layers up here, so I thought it would be cool if I dye like this top layer of color, and that way it's gonna look kind of ombre-ish, but it's not going to be all the work of doing each single piece of hair ombre. So hopefully it turns out good. I'm excited to try this technique today because I've never done it before. Let's go over the colors I used to mix this up. So this first color right here, this is the lightest pink. And for that, I just used Petal Pink and I added a little bit of conditioner just to lighten it up a bit. Then for this pink, which is the second color we're gonna use, I used Petal Pink with a little bit of Neon Dragon Fruit and a little bit of Lychee Pink. The next color we have is this reddish hot pink up here. And for that, I used Petal Pink as a base, and then I added some Blood Moon in there and a little bit of Lychee Pink. Then right here, we have like a pretty true reddish color. For this, I used the base as Petal Pink, and then I just kept adding some Blood Moon in there until I liked the depth of the red. For the darkest shade right here, I used Crayon Baby with a little bit of Blood Moon, and then I diluted it with some conditioner. I didn't want this to be super dark and pigmented and last forever because reds stain the hair and tend to last forever. So I did dilute a lot of them and make them just a little bit lighter. It's still going to be intense, but not as intense as if I just used it like straight out of the container. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to have some colored hair, especially like a theme, Valentine's Day. I'm excited about it. So the first step is going to be sectioning off my hair, and I'm just gonna do this as I go along. So obviously I have 5 colors here. I'm gonna be doing 5 sections. I would like to start from the top and work my way down, but I just don't see how that would work because if I start at the top, then I'm gonna have dye here falling on the bottom section. So it's probably best if I start at the bottom and work my way up, even though it's gonna be a little bit more painful that way because I am trying to do each of these layers a different color. So I have to watch my sectioning and make sure I'm not taking too big of sections or too small of sections. I wanna make sure each layer and each color is shown throughout my hair. I'm just gonna take a section at the bottom here and I'm just gonna do all of this under here, that darker cranberry color. I'm just gonna go in with the darkest color and I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna full sender, you know what I'm saying? I have not had red in my hair. I literally can't even remember. Probably last time I had red in my hair was when I did rainbow that had red in it. I did rainbow hair with Lunar Tides and I used Blood Moon and True Lust from them. So that's probably the last time. And I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the day, like when I worked in a salon, I had red hair the majority of the time. So I was a little red hair fiend. I love having red hair, and my hair was like the healthiest it's ever been because I used permanent color to get red hair. I didn't have to use semi-permanent colors. It was more of like a reddish berry color, but I loved having red hair back then because red is so easy to shift to one side or the other. Like whenever I would get bored having like a berry toned reddish hair, I would switch to like more of a bright tone, and it's so easy to just fade out the red a little bit and then go a little bit more red, or if you wanted to go more purple, you can just add more purple into the formulation. So I liked having red hair because you could play around with the tones a lot more than, like, for instance, I have blonde hair right now, and like blonde hair is just blonde hair, or like brown. I mean, you could warm up a brown or make it cooler, but it's not as like drastic of a change as a redhead going like copper or super like Ariel red or berry red or purple red. Like there's just so many variations when you have red hair. I am not using a mirror behind me. I'm just gonna use my fingers and like work the product into my hair. Lunar Tide saturates the hair super well. Like you don't have to spend a super long time working it into the hair because it just glides into the hair like the conditioning based dye. It's not too thick, so it just kind of works into the hair really easily. Oh my god, this color is seriously stunning. I'm so excited I'm doing this right now, you guys. I can't even tell you how excited I am. So I would like to do like a money piece type thing, but not a thick money piece. I kind of just want to tap around my hairline using this darker color. So my plan is to get everything applied, and then once it's all applied, I will just take the darker color and kind of like tap it in on top of the other dye. Because this dye is so dark, it'll easily cover up the lighter dye. So I'm just gonna apply everything like normal, as if I'm not gonna do a money piece, and then once everything's applied, just go in there and tap those front pieces, just so that way it gives a little bit of dimension. I think it would look really nice to have a couple darker pieces framing my face. So this is all applied on the bottom here. We're gonna move on to the next color. All right, let me go ahead and section off the next area we're gonna do. I do have a towel on my lap, by the way, that I'm using to wipe my hands off in between each color, so that way I'm not going to cross-contaminate the shades. So let's go ahead and do here. I'm trying to keep in mind I have 5 colors, so let's go ahead and do right here. Hopefully I section this off good. Got to be careful not to get any of that darker color up here. All right, let's go in with a second darkest shade, which is like this reddish color. So the bottom color is a little bit more like cranberry colored. This one is definitely more of like a true red. I did add some pink into this red because I didn't want it to be like an orangey red. I would definitely wanted to keep the like pinky red themes, you know? So I added some pink in here just to make it jive with all the other colors. Look how pretty this is, you guys. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to get out of my hair, but I'm not planning on trying to remove it for a while. Also, I'm sure you guys can tell my roots, I haven't bleached them since November. Before I went to that Spoiled Cosmetics event, I have not bleached them since then. So I've just been letting them like grow out and do their own thing. And I honestly have no idea when I'm gonna bleach them. I'm thinking March maybe. I don't know. I learned a lot from not bleaching my hair like all last year. So I'm planning on, I don't know, not bleaching them as often as I used to. I used to bleach them like every 6 weeks, which is like a month and a half. And I just feel like I want my hair to heal a little bit more because my hair is so healthy right now and I really enjoy having healthy hair. So I think not bleaching my roots as often will contribute to the health of my hair. Kind of just letting it grow out and seeing when I feel like bleaching it. Right now I'm thinking March, but we'll see when March comes around if I'm keen on bleaching them or not. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. See, I already got some on the tips of my hair up here, so I need to be careful. When I decided I wanted to do Valentine's Day hair, I had so many different ideas for color placement. Originally, I wanted to do like a light pink all over with like darker red tips, but I think this is more fun and it's not as like simple, you know? I wanted to like kind of full sender. And ever since I got my hair cut, I've just been wanting to play with color and play with like the layering and everything. So I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Look at this pretty graduation of color. Look at this dark compared to this. It's just a little bit lighter. Oh, are you kidding me? This is gonna look so good. Very, very excited about it. Okay, I feel like this second layer is good and saturated. Let's move on to the next color. So now we're starting to get into the lighter colors. We're gonna start seeing a little bit more pinkish undertones and things. And now I need to start really keeping in mind the layering and the color placement. Underneath there didn't really matter so much, but up here it is going to matter a little bit more. So I have 3 colors left. So I need to do 3 sections in this top area. I'm gonna make this next one a little bit smaller just because it does still have some red undertones in it. Yeah, so I feel like that's good. And I'm also not worried about having like clean parts. When I do rainbow hair, I have to make sure all the parting is like super clean, but because all these colors mesh well together and we're going for like a blend of one color to the next, girl, I ain't worried about it. I am not worried. Okay, so here's the next color. This is kind of like a, let's say like a hot tamale. It's like red, but it has like a pinky undertone to it. It's really, really pretty. It's like a very unique shade. Ooh, yes. Oh, this is gonna be so sick, you guys. This is gonna be so cool. I can't wait to see what this looks like when I rinse everything out. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited about it. Look how pretty that is. Are you kidding me? I feel like all these colors are such a nice gradient. It's exactly what I was looking for. I was a little worried the colors wouldn't be like right what I wanted, but now seeing them on my hair, it's definitely turning out better than what I thought it would be. But I guess I still have to rinse it out because, you know, it can look totally different once the dye is on your head versus once you rinse it out. So I'm kind of just hoping it looks as good as it looks now. Gotta make sure not to miss any pieces. Another reason I wanted to do this pattern versus like doing just the tips of my head, like a really dark, like cranberry color, is because when I go to wash this, I don't have to worry about bleeding because I have like an ombre already. So if the darker red suds gets on like the lighter pink, it's really not gonna affect it that much. I thought about leaving a little bit of like blonde on top, but I felt like that was pointless because as soon as I wash it, it's going to grab onto the red suds and turn like pink anyway. So I think pink would look better. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're getting into like the pinks. I'm gonna look like a little Valentine gal. It's gonna be so cute. This pink color is gorgeous. I was trying to think about when the last time I actually did red in my hair was, if it was actually when I did rainbow hair with the lunar tides like in 2019, or if I have put red in my hair since then. And I honestly think last time I did red in my hair was in 2019. I'm like pretty sure. I've done oranges, but I don't think I've ever done reds since then. And the last time I had full red pieces in my hair, not just like little pieces, but like full red, is probably like 2015, honestly. And I don't know why. I love red hair. It's gorgeous. And I loved it when I had it for like years. I had it for like 3 years solid, and I loved it when I had it. But it is a pain to go back to blonde. So that's why I think I've steered clear of red the past few years. It's just such a pain in the ass, and it bleeds like crazy. Red seriously bleeds on everything. It's so annoying. That's another reason why I haven't done it, especially when you have like a deep red color and it's a semi-permanent dye. Oh my god, that stuff just bleeds. If you get caught out in the rain, best believe whatever clothing you're wearing is going to have a red hue to it. I remember working at the salon and having to like run to my car in the rain and wearing a shower cap like from the salon because I didn't want to get my clothes stained colored and I didn't want my hair to fade either. In my high school days, I also played around with red quite a bit. It's honestly been such a staple color for me in my life, and it's crazy to think that since I started YouTube, you guys haven't seen like that part of my life. I did red a lot. I think we're good with this pink color, and now we're moving on to the lightest shade. I'm a little worried this shade's a little too light, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Once I put it on, I should know if it's too light and if I need to go over it with a little bit of a darker pink. Top section, here we go, love. Light pink, let's go. Just kind of outlining the section in the pink first. Rub it in there. Ooh, this is looking so perfect. I'm a little worried I'm not gonna have enough of this pink. I didn't mix up a lot of it, so let's hope I have enough. I love this pink. It's such like a pretty bubblegum Barbie pink. Look how much my roots have grown out though, you guys. Wow. I've dyed my hair pink quite a few times in the past couple years, and I love having pink hair. It's one color I don't feel like I need to remove instantly after I dye my hair. Pink is just such a fun color for me, and it's one of my favorite colors, so I love, love, love having pink hair. I'm really hoping I don't instantly regret this, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think I'm gonna have just enough of this pink dye to do this top section, which is unbelievable. Look at that gorgeous top section. Now I'm gonna go in with that darker color and just go along my hairline a little bit. I'm just going in with that darkest color and I'm full sending it. I'm full sending it, guys. Hopefully this doesn't look bad and it looks okay. I just think bringing up that darker red around my face would really complement all the other colors we got going on. Add a little bit of dimension in there. Okay, I need some hair here. I got a little gap from my receding hairline. I'm gonna fill that in and I'm just gonna twirl it and like place it around my hairline. Oh yeah, that looks so good. That contrast. Oh, yes, please. I'm gonna make sure to get it on my hairline. All right, hair is now done and coated and looking awesome. I'm very excited to rinse this out, see what it looks like. I'm gonna let this sit probably like 45 minutes just to make sure the dye really soaks into my hair, especially because I have some pastel colors up here. I want those to really set in my hair. So I'm gonna let this sit like 45 minutes. I'm gonna rinse using coolish water, cool lukewarmish water, and I will be back to show you guys the finished result. And from what I'm seeing, it's about to look awesome. I'm so excited to see the finished result. You guys are not ready for how gorgeous this is. You guys, this is so beautiful. It's literally more than what I had imagined in my head. I mean, the gradient between the colors is insane. Like we have this lighter pink and it's going into the magenta. It's going into that dark, deep color under here. It is just such a beautiful gradient. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm so glad I did the darker around my hairline, like adding that little pop of that darker red that's underneath here. I think just like makes it look a lot better, honestly. Instead of it being just like all light pink up here, I have that little pop around my hairline and it kind of just ties everything together. Like this looks so cute. I'm so happy with my hair right now. Oh my gosh, I love this deep red under here. It's gorgeous. Let me spin around and show you what the back looks like. Here's the back. So pretty. I'm absolutely in love with this hair color right now. It's exactly what I wanted. It's like more than I could have dreamed. I'm just like so happy about it. Honestly, I thought the colors were gonna bleed so much when I rinsed them out, but honestly, they didn't bleed that much at all. I think it's because I diluted most of them with conditioner, so it wasn't like the deepest, richest cranberry and red that it could have been. So that definitely helps with like bleeding and stuff like that, just to dilute the colors a little bit. But you guys, I am obsessed with this hair and I'm excited to see how the color transforms when I start washing it, because once I start washing it, the suds are going to be red and I feel like some of those red suds will transfer onto this like top pink section. So I feel like eventually my hair will probably all just be like a pinky red color. So I'm excited to see like the transition from this into like different colors that it's going to fade into. I think it's going to be so pretty from start to finish. Like I said before, I will leave a link to Lunar Tide's hair dye and my coupon code in the description down below. Highly suggest you guys try them if you have not tried them before. I love the smell, I love the texture. They have an amazing color selection, like one of the best color selections out there. They have so many different variations of color. They have dark, they have light, they have neons. They just have amazing colors. So I'll leave all the information in the description down below in case you guys do want to check them out. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. And if you were to follow my Instagram, you would have already seen this hair because I posted it the day I did it. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much and I will see you next time. Bye.